You are suing the defendant, Ms. Fossati, for about $3,300, claiming that she failed to repay a car loan after making a few small payments. A promissory note was signed, a car title was transferred, but the defendant stopped paying on the car and owes a balance now, plus late fees. Ms. Fossati, you claim that the car in question was a gift, and any payments that were made to the plaintiff were made because of pressure, confusion, and so you owe nothing more. Ms. Martinelli, this is family?
She's my niece, Your Honor, yes.
Okay. And this is the car in question, correct?
Yes.
Okay, the Fiat. All right, so tell me how we got here.
I was the trustee for the Roccas Trust, and the Fiat was part of the trust estate.
And how did the defendant get involved with the Rocca family?
Actually, she met them at the graduation of my grandson.
And Ms. Fossati, you ended up living with the Roccas?
Yeah.
And how did that come about?
I was told that that house was supposed to be my new job. My aunt told me, I'm gonna buy that house and you're gonna do Airbnb. Now, right now, the house is still of my friends, but when they're gonna move, you're gonna do Airbnb in this house. So I met these people, we like each other, and I say, in the meantime that you stay there, I can start to come to live there and help you, and they were happy. I was happy to help them.
Ms. Martinelli, is that true? The defendant was helping the Roccas. Were they an elderly couple?
They were an elderly couple. However, it's a shock to me to hear that right after the brunch, that she was going to be taking care of them and that I was going to buy the house. That was not in the cards.
How did she get involved with the Roccas, who you were handling their trust for?
After the brunch,
Okay.
She and Francesca apparently had made a deal.
Okay.
The Roccas had a very lovely extra room, and consequently, she was to live there, and she was to drive them to doctor's appointments and to do their shopping and to do the cleaning of the house.
Were you living in the house with the Roccas?
Yes.
What were you doing for them? Were you helping them?
I was helping them.
Okay, and were you getting paid?
In the beginning, no, but after my aunt, she decided that I was supposed to be paid, so she gave me 1 month $600 and the other month $1,200. I didn't ask for the money.
All right, Ms. Martinelli, this Fiat belonged to the Roccas, correct?
To the trust, yes.
Okay.
Mr. and Mrs. Rocca went to assisted living, and afterwards, I was charged as the trustee. I was charged with the responsibilities of selling the car, selling whatever assets the estate had, and to sell the house.
That's when the sale was made to the defendant?
Correct.
For how much?
For $5,000 originally. However, she had $1,500, which she put down toward the $5,000, and then, because I did not want to involve the trust, anticipating problems, I decided to give a loan to her so that she could buy the car.
Was she aware that you were going to do that?
Oh, yes. She signed a promissory note.
No. Why didn't you just let her pay for it?
Because she did not have the money, Your Honor.
So why sell it to her at all?
Because she was desperate for the car.
But she couldn't afford it.
Well, that's the reason I lent her the money, because she was working.
Okay. Judge Juarez.
Ms. Fossati, when did the Roccas tell you you could have their car?
From the beginning that I was living with them, they told me, Luisa, the car and the sewing machine is yours. And they saw it many, many, many times.
Got it. How do you know that's not true?
Because I spent a lot of times with them, because I spoke to Francesca, I spoke to Amedeo, and she had all kinds of opportunities to tell Francesca, Francesca, you told me you were giving me the car. Francesca never admitted to having made those promises.
One of the things that Ms. Fossati gave us was a printout of the DMV registration receipt. It says buyer, Luisa Fossati, and here it says the transfer date is February 22nd, 2022.
The promissory note was signed in the evening of February 22nd, 2022.
Okay.
The transfer at AAA was the next day on...
All right, were transfer documents ever signed?
At AAA, yes, of course they were signed.
Okay, so they were not signed until you went to AAA?
That's correct.
Okay.